What's up, fuckers and pamangkins? Kamusta? How is everyone doing? I know it's been months. Yeah, here we are. Um, how are you guys? How is everyone doing? Inaabuso na ba natin yung more lenient restrictions natin? I hope you guys aren't. We still have COVID around. Okay, wear a fucking mask. But yeah, as promised, episode we are on episode 4. So episode 4 is I think this is the next best thing, you know. This is the second best thing when it comes to, your bike, because the best purchase of all will be your bike, all right? No matter how expensive that is, no matter how budget friendly your bike is, it's the most fun you'll have, right? Especially if you followed my advice, you just watch episodes 2 and 3 telling you, how to figure out what bike to buy, or how to go about your first purchase. The moment you purchase that first bike, then that will be one of the most, fun you will have, other than riding your bike. The next best thing to buying your bike is what this episode is all about: accessorizing, right? Accessorizing your bike, buying those important accessories. Okay, I can't really separate, accessories to essentials and non-essentials, because depending on what you plan to do, some might be, an accessory might be essential to a certain accessory might be essential to somebody, but not to you. For example, if you're a guy that rides during the day, you'll never need headlights, right? But if you're a guy who always rides at night, like me, then fuck, because I ride half the time at night, half the time during the day. You're gonna need lights. So I'll just tell you, the basic shit you need, and to get you started, all right? Because you just can't use a bike and that's that, okay? Most important thing when you buy a bike, sometimes, depending on what it costs or what kind of bike you're buying, sometimes some bikes will not come with a pedal. Okay, so if you're a beginner and you've already decided, you followed my advice, if you're gonna buy a pedal, just buy a normal flat pedal. You don't need to go fancy, you don't need to go crazy and buy the pedals where you're gonna go clipless, or mountain biking pedals. Not yet, not unless you already know what you want. But like I said, keep it simple. I don't want you making that mistake of spending too much and then regretting it at the end. Okay, not all of us have deep pockets. So first thing you get, look at your bike. If it doesn't have pedals, automatically ask for pedals, buy pedals. Some bikes come with free pedals, some don't, depending on where you're buying or whatever they're if they're promoting something or not. Now, first advice for everyone, okay? Don't blow away your money on shit, okay? Remember, riding will be just as fun as buying the bike, probably even more. I mean, I've had over a year of experience, of riding already, and nothing still beats the pure joy of just being out there riding your bike. I mean, I enjoy solo rides, so yeah. So don't blow your money away on shit you don't need. Okay, riding will always be better than buying. I'm telling you. Not just because a friend of yours, has certain gear or has a certain accessory, doesn't mean you need that too. Okay, like I said, someone might need something and you might not need that. All right, to some people it's essential. To you, it might not be essential. So fuck. Isip-isip muna before you buy shit, okay? Do your, read, okay? Read and do your research, okay? Look at reviews, all right? Depending on what you need. Okay, the first and most important thing, probably, when you're riding a bike, is a helmet, okay? Get a helmet. Let me give you 2 examples. Fuck, hindi prepared si Kalbo, no? Buisit. Okay. Yeah, this is a mistake. So I don't want you guys to make this mistake. If you're gonna be serious about riding your bike and shit, when you buy a helmet, this is the helmet I use. Okay, it's not cheap. It's not expensive. It's in the mid range, around 2 to 3K, mid range, or low pa nga sa iba to eh. It's nice that your helmet will have the lights you can turn on and shit. But what's nice about the helmet is you have that that knob you can twist, loosen and tighten it so that when you fit the helmet, it fits perfectly, right? You can fit it to you can adjust it so that it'll fit perfectly. Now the problem with my helmet is it only tightens here on the sides, not like with what Mahi got. It tightens all around your head, so this is better. Make sure that when you test your helmets, when you fit your helmets, the moment you see, even her knobs have more. It's more mas justified yung clicks ng helmet nung kay Mai. But the moment you start adjusting it after you wear it, make sure that when it tightens around your head, it's your I have to give credit to Raymond Chanko for this one. He was the one who gave me advice. Make sure that it tightens all around, not just on one side, because mine just tightens on the back and on the side. So yeah, just any brand will do, any original brand will do. Don't cheap out on a helmet, okay? Because that's gonna protect you, okay? You don't want buying fake shit for helmets because it's gonna protect you, okay? A fake helmet will probably break, and then you're gonna break your skull. So buy something, that's original, okay? That will really protect you. Next, something that most people will make a mistake of not bringing with them. If you're just gonna do a really short ride, like 10, 15, 20 kilometer ride, fine. Okay, but if you're gonna be riding regularly, always bring water and snacks. Kahit Oreo lang yan, yung 1 pack of Oreo na tagagatlo, bring 2 of those. You're good. Okay, you do not want to bonk out. When I say bonk out, it means you get so fucking tired that you could barely pedal anymore. All right, because you're so tired, you bonked out already. Walang laman yung tiyan mo. You forgot to bring water. Ayun. Okay, bring water and bring some snacks, especially if you're going out there for a long time. Very, very important. Okay. Now, next, very important as well, bring spare tubes. Okay. Not prepared. Fuck. Let me get my spare tube. I thought I brought everything here, but I didn't go through my list. Fuck. So, spare tubes. Where is my spare? Here. So, whether you're running clinchers or tubeless tires, you're going to need a spare tube. Because if you're running tubeless, I doubt that you can fix whatever hole you got there. And then I doubt that you'll bring sealant. And then I doubt that you know how to use the sealant. And then, bring it back to the way it used to. No, bring a fucking spare tube. Okay, very, very important. Now, when you buy a spare tube, make sure that your tube is compatible with your tire, meaning the size. Okay, there are different sizes for different tires depending on what tires you have. It's going to be labeled naman eh. Okay, it'll be labeled. Very important. Other than spare tubes, you also need to bring your multi-tool. Very important, multi-tool. Okay. So your multi-tool will be, will help you adjust whatever nuts, whatever bolts and screws you have there. To other bikes, depending on what bike you have, you might need the tool to actually undo your wheel, so that when you get a flat, you can change it. Okay, so depending on what bike you have, make sure you have the proper tool for it. And some tools, like mine, come with levers, however you want to fucking say them, that helps you change your tires. Okay. Just go to any YouTube how to change a tire. It'll show you that these levers are very, very important. Okay. What else do you need other than a multi-tool? Okay, you're gonna need 2 kinds of pumps. When you start riding, you're gonna need 2 kinds of pumps. I mean, to pump air. Your tires will always need air. One question some people might have, especially if they're running road bikes on very narrow tires like what I have. Yes, over time they actually sometimes overnight, depending on what kind of tubes you have. Sometimes you will lose air overnight. So make sure before you ride out that it's that the proper amount of pressure is there. Now, I said two types of pumps. Okay, when you're at home, so it's easy. Buy what they call a track pump, or here we call this a foot pump. Okay, make sure it has a gauge that will tell you how much air is already inside your tires. All right, depending on what tire size you have, will be the pressure needed. Now you need a track pump at home, so or a foot pump at home, so it's a lot easier, right? If you're running a road bike, if you're using a road bike, you're gonna need higher pressure, so you're gonna need this. But of course, when you're out on the road, I don't think you want this thing won't fit your pocket, so you won't be bringing that outside with you. Bring a small hand pump. Okay, this thing has already saved me twice. Okay, do not underestimate the amount of air this thing can put inside your tires. I mean, for guys, this should be easy for you. This is a very, very natural motion natural action we've learned since puberty. Okay, so this will be very useful for you guys. Kidding aside, but yeah, this has saved my ass more than once already. Now, if you're lazy and you have the money, there's another shortcut. Something that my taught me. Oh, fuck. You can buy an electric pump. Yes! Yes, Tito Mon said it. You can buy an electric pump. Just go to Lazada or Shopee. Sorry. I'm all over the place. Fuck that. But yeah, I have the list, so I'll get everything. Yeah, buy. This I know this is heavy, but it says in the box this is good for like 8 to 10 depending on what tires you have. But this is a fucking lifesaver. This is a Xiaomi or Mi brand. All right, I'm not sponsored by Xiaomi or anything. Baka naman Xiaomi, but whatever. But this has been a big help to me. All right, but whenever I'm lazy to pump air, I just use this because you can set this up to 150 psi. Fuck, very, very useful. The only drawback is that, of course, when you're a weight weenie or when you're when you use a road bike and you're very conscious about weight, this is very bulky and very heavy. So I've seen some of my friends just put this the back of their jerseys, and me, I don't. I put it on a sling bag. Yes, this is not much of a forma statement when it comes to riding my bike, but I keep all my shit there because you have to bring your phone too, and if your phone is at the back, if is at your back pocket when you're using a cycling jersey, ang daming kupal na ngayon eh, ang daming kamote rider dyan na nakawin telepono mo eh. So some people will get tempted to steal your phone, so I rather put them all in a sling bag, and it's a lot harder to get shit out of this thing if you're riding your bike. So yeah, I put all my shit there. Okay, another important thing, ID. Bring ID. You want to be identified if something happens to you. Hopefully nothing happens to you. Cash. Okay, it's important that you bring cash. I know because of COVID, a lot of us are used to cashless transactions. So alright, so if you're used to that, bring your card, your debit card, your credit card, or whatever. But if you so happen to be in a place where they do not accept cards, like for example, in rural areas, sa probinsya ko, or you're in a long ride and the only thing you can buy from is a sari-sari store, hindi kaya ni Manang, alright, tanggapin yung card mo, okay? So bring cash, okay? Important, kahit konti lang. Of course, phone, bring your fucking phone, who doesn't, okay? But don't use your phone while fucking riding your bike. Not unless you're in an open road and there's nothing out there, then fine, okay? But as much as possible, don't. Okay, those are the most basic things you need. Okay, those are the most basic things you need. Now, the next items will be depending on probably your discipline or depending on the situation you find yourself at whenever you ride. Lights. Okay. I would advise everyone, if you're not yet too sure the use of headlights. Okay, it's not really to illuminate the road in front of you, okay? Because if you want something bright, it's gonna cost a lot of money. But if you want something cheap, like what I did when I started, I bought this. This you can buy in Lazada or in Shopee. It will be, it'll come. They still have the promo. I think it'll come with a tail light. Okay, so less than 600 pesos. Yeah, less than 600 pesos. Siguro mga 700 pesos, including the delivery. This one, you need a headlight not to illuminate what's in front of you, but in order for cars on the opposite side of the road to actually see you, especially if you're on a small road where there is no island in the middle. All right, you want the car on the opposite side of the road to see you. So that's why you have this. Okay, so it's got 3 modes: the bright mode, the low mode, and then the flashing mode. So it's up to you, but however you want to use it. But nice thing about this, I discovered, is that it has a it has a horn, an irritating horn. See, it's late at night. I don't want to wake up the neighbors, but yeah, that's how the horn sounds. And it'll come with this taillight. You can attach this to your seat post or whatever back part of the bike, and it's got a lot of modes too. So the constant, and then the lower, less brighter, and then you have the white, and then you have the blinking, slow blinking, and then there, and then back to that. The only drawback about these things is this thing will only, at low settings, I think 2 to 3 hours kaya niya. 2 to 3 hours at low setting, and then this one, 4 or 5 hours. So because it's not really branded and it's cheap, it's only good for a couple of hours, mga 2 hours. Play safe, 2 hours na lang. Okay, this one will last a lot longer, but 2 hours na lang. But if it's just for workouts and you're not going to be training 4 or 5 hours at night, this will do. All right, I mean, I won't judge you if I see you using this on your bikes. I mean, fuck this I used this thing for months before I upgraded. Yeah, but if you can, you can go for, better lights. You can go for the more expensive ones. Now, if you want me to make a review of the upgrades I made, so I got I got really cool upgrades. If you want me to make a review of that, just leave it in the comments. I'll tell you what the good lights are. But I'm just giving the basics of what you need right now. I'm not going to be getting into specific brands, except for the pump, because I think it's only me that has this specific brand that a lot of my friends and I use. Okay. If you don't have a tail light, okay, tail lights are very important. If you don't have a tail light, they sell early warning devices, the ones that you attach to the back of your seat, or in your seat post. But I would suggest that you get a tail light, because tail lights, especially if you can find one that flashes like the other one I saw you. This is the one I'm using right now because it's got a lot of modes, and when it's flashing, you're a lot easier to see. Although some people would argue that when it's flashing, it's harder to tell how far you are and how fast you are. But hey, we're in the fucking Philippines. People actually have to see you, so important to have taillights always. Next. Okay. Ito yung medyo controversial. A lot of people, especially those who are purists or those who have been riding their bikes for the longest time, and they think they are the end of all knowledge when it comes to cycling. What you wear. Okay, wear what's comfortable. Okay, I used to just wear cargo shorts, whatever shirt, and then I rode the bike. Nothing wrong with that. I'm comfortable with it. Nothing wrong with that. No one ever, walang nanita sa akin, and if ever may nanita sa akin, I just give them the big FU, and I'm comfortable with this. Okay, now the proper attire, if people tell you to wear the proper attire, the one thing that they're trying to tell you is that it will be more efficient. Okay, but if you're just working out, you're not training for anything, you don't need to get faster, you don't need to get just wear the most comfortable clothes. All right, just don't wear fucking boxers out there because you're gonna fucking hurt your groin or whatever. Right? I would just advise you to wear cycling shorts. Wear cycling shorts if you're not too, kung hindi pa ganun kakapal yung mukha mo, katulad namin na mga mahilig mag-bib shorts na patungan mo ng cargo shorts, all right? If you don't want, if you don't want Felix Bacat to show, then just wear cargo shorts on top of it. But for most people, we don't mind. We'll wear that. It's there for efficiency, all right? More for efficiency. You since it's not flapping in the wind when you're riding fast. Hindi siya aerodynamically. It will help you. It will help you a lot. All right, it will help you a lot. Even with the jerseys and all that, it will help you a lot. But you do not need. All right, it's not something that you need to get immediately. Okay, like I said, the most important thing when you have your bike, all right, when you've bought your bike, when you've bought these accessories already, is to ride your bike. All right, now if you can't afford to buy the gear yet, what you have to wear, don't. Because I started out not wearing anything that you're supposed to be wearing when you're cycling. Okay, I used to just wear cargo shorts, shirt, and then whatever sneakers I had, and I just rode the shit out of my bike. So yun ang muna gawin nyo, okay? No one's gonna penalize you for that. Just make sure you're wearing a helmet, you have the proper lights if you need lights and all that shit, okay? Yung gear, okay? It will give you efficiency, okay? And of course, even with the shoes and all that, but like what we always, it's like a running joke for some of, for my friends and I, we would say, if you cannot perform, Japorm ka na lang. Hindi pormahan mo na lang yung tao, di ba? But kidding aside, wear what's comfortable. Right? Wear what's comfortable. You don't need to copy everyone. Okay? As long as you're enjoying, the fact that you're riding your bike, fuck. I can never take that against you. Okay, what else? Other accessories important. When you buy your bike, it might allow you, most, if not all of them, will allow you to install bottle cages. I'm not sure if you can see the bottle cages on my bike there, but bottle cages, it goes down the down tube, the tube from the head tube. All right, it attaches there, and it attaches to your seat post tube. Yeah, that's where you put your water bottles. Some, like me, I have two water bottle cages. If it's just a short ride and I don't feel like, bringing my sling bag, and I know I'm just here in BGC and no one will probably steal my phone, I have a protein shake bottle. That's where I put my hand pump, my spare tubes, and a patch kit. Yeah, oo nga pala. It's too far. I can't get it. Buy a patch kit. You can buy it in Decathlon or wherever they sell in Marketplace. A patch kit is if you have an inner tube and then for some reason you get a pinch flat or ma-flat ka, as long as you can find the hole, just follow the instructions. You can YouTube it, you can Google it. A patch kit will allow you, like what it says, to patch your inner tube so that you can use it again. Okay, because sometimes bringing one or two tubes won't be enough, especially if you're gonna be doing those 100-kilometer, 250-kilometer, or maybe even 300-kilometer rides. You will get sometimes you will get a lot of flats, more than the tubes that you've brought, so you're gonna need a patch kit. So make sure you bring a patch kit too. And okay, so we're done with bottle cages. Bags. Okay, there are a lot of bags you can find depending on what can or cannot attach to your bike. So you're gonna have I'm gonna show each bag somewhere. All right, so you're gonna find there are saddle bags, frame bags, handlebar bags, and panniers. Okay, you're gonna see them. I'm sure you just saw them on the screen. I'll edit it. I'll edit that shit in. And of course, some bikes, especially gravel bikes probably, and touring bikes, you can attach racks to it. That where And once you've attached racks to it, you can buy panniers or bigger bags that you can just install on those racks, and you get to carry more. Okay, but like I said, you don't always need all of these things that I mentioned. This will depend on what your discipline is. Kung putang ina mag-workout ka lang ng 1 hour, huwag mo nalagyan ng pannier tsaka putang ina kung ano nung bag yung bike mo, di ba? 1 hour lang naman. Kailangan mo lang siguro yung spare tube, pump, helmet, di ba? Tubig, and that's it. Okay? Pero, or if you're just gonna use it for work, alright, huwag ka naman. don't, I mean, I won't take it against you if you set up your bike that way, fine. But, to some people who might be on a budget, just buy what you need. Buy what you feel you're gonna use all the time. Yes, I know the pump you're not gonna use all the time, but these are necessities. The pump, the spare tube, the patch kit, the helmet, those are necessities. Those are things that you're gonna need. You might, especially the pumps, alright? You're gonna need this. You're gonna need this. I have never met someone who has been riding their bike for a long time that's never encountered a flat. Right, so you're gonna encounter flats. All right, that's part of our life. We have to get used to it. There are a lot of channels on YouTube that will teach you how to how to change a tire, how to change an inner tube, how to maintain your bike at home. All right, a good channel that I follow is I'll show it somewhere here. GCN. Okay, they have Maintenance Mondays, and they also have GCN Tech. Yeah, I'll show it here. You can they don't pay me for this shit, but they're really it's very important. I've learned a lot from GCN, so I still watch GCN almost every time I'm subscribed to them. So yeah, they've been a big help, with this journey of mine. So yeah, what else? Okay, now what about AirPods? AirPods, earbuds, earphones, whatever the ones you put in your ear. I would advise against wearing these, not unless you are expecting a call. So make sure kaya nyo mag hands-free. Okay? Kaya nyo mag hands-free. Kung importante yung call na yan. Or syempre, if people need to contact you, baka may emergency, okay, I can't take that away from you. Okay? So make sure na you only wear these to take in calls, to receive calls. Alright? Kasi kung hindi, I'd rather you not wear these at all, because you're gonna get tempted to listen to music and you can't hear shit, and that's gonna be very bad for you. So might as well don't wear these things. Make sure that your phone is on vibrate or it's loud enough for you to hear. So when your phone rings, tumabi muna kayo, go to a sidewalk and then take the call. Safest way to do it. Okay. Another accessory that you might not need, baka want na lang to for some, but ako, I need this because technically, if Shintaro's watching this shit, papagalitan niya ako because I haven't been training diligently. But yeah, you might need a head unit or a bike computer if you're old school, or a head unit. This basically, some apps can do this, like Strava and shit. They can track your speed, but this one, I bought this unit because it can track your cadence. Well, I have a sensor there too for it. Your cadence, it's more accurate when it comes to your speed, distance, and some are so complicated that it has navigation. It's got navigation, on it, or in it. But yeah, up to you if you want to buy a head unit. If you want me to make a review of the Garmin 130 Edge 130 Edge Plus 130, put it in the comments. This is the best things money can buy. Shit. But anyway, bottom line is, my best advice would be buy what you need. Buy what you think you're going to be using all the time. Because if you buy something, if you buy all the racks for your bike that you can attach to your bike, but you don't do touring, or you just plan on doing touring, but that's 2 years from now. 2 years from now, you might buy a touring bike, and lilipat mo pa yon, and useless, diba? So buy what you need. All right. Don't. Same thing with my advice when it comes to gravel bikes. Don't buy a gravel bike just because you have a 100-kilometer ride and then there's one section that's just 1 kilometer of gravel. So because of that, you're gonna buy a gravel bike. That's just fucking dumb. Okay. So buy something that buy these accessories that you're going to use every day. Okay. Oh yeah, don't forget another important necessity: mask. All right, wear a mask when you ride your bike. All right, mahiya ka naman. But other than that, yeah. All right, so just comment down below if you want me to make reviews of the lights that I bought, the lights, the head unit, and all the gear that I've bought on my bike. Please, yeah, put a comment down below, and maybe I can do some reviews after this episode. But I'm looking right now. This is the last of me talking a lot. Not unless you want me, you want me to make, or you guys want me to make reviews. Just put a comment down below. Anyway, I've taken too much of your time. If you like the videos or the content, please share, and subscribe. May share pa ang puta. Like and subscribe and hit that bell notification so whenever I come out with a video, as rare as it might be, you guys will get notified. Thank you for watching, you motherfuckers, and you pamangkins. Please stay safe, stay healthy. Fuck you all. Bye-bye.